Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the Sunday Night Hang right here on the Ben Coombs YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm your host, Ben. It's my channel. Therefore, I get to host the show. And this week, we are hanging out with the one and only, I just realized it says Scotty Brockway, returning for, I think, the third time, fourth, maybe?
Second. Well, other than community. Yeah.
Well, you know.
I showed up on a couple of the communities. So, yeah, I guess you're right. Fourth time.
An appearance here and appearance there. So, yeah. Awesome to have you back, my friend, for the Sunday Night Hang. We've already got a bunch of people in the chat here. I was looking, and they've been in there for a while. We've got BC Rich 581, Thomas Santiago, Terry Himes is here, John ZD351, along with Simon Hosford, the Australian contingent, right there. Awesome. Other left is here. He's not in Australia. He's in Port Perry. Dan of New Jersey, who's in New Jersey. Imagine that. Blackjack Guitar, House of Twang, couple Canucks in the house. Terry's 3Gs, another Canuck. I'm seeing a trend. Vin's RJ. I'm going to say parts unknown because I don't know. Billy Baloney's here, and I want to say Cleveland. Martin Lemaire, he's from the Poutine province. Hit Metalworks from the West Coast, which is the best coast. Scotty agrees. There's Christopher, last night's winner on Show Me Your Pick. He won a Rick Emmett guitar pick. Badass. Let's see. Zach Thong, he's in the house. He's just up the road. Unfucking believable's here. I'll say it because I can, because we went past the first minute. And thank you very much, sir. He says, won't be able to watch live because of ex-girlfriend drama. Have a great show. Gentlemen, I will catch the replay. Karma is real. And he also added, and don't litter or ship UPS.
And don't ship FedEx either.
Or FedEx. Dale Palmer at the start. Just saying. Paul McNary's here. Jack Collins. He was in here at 7:07. That's like an hour ago. Eddie Van Haskell in the house. Pete Hickson. Great to see Pete in here. Nice. Janice
the whole gang's here.
Rhodey's Jam Cave. Nice. Vince is in Connecticut. Nice. Absolute Mayhem. He's just that way. About 20 minutes or so, depending on how heavy your right foot is. There's Chris from Coburg. I'm thinking Wednesday, Chris. I think. I'm thinking Wednesday. I'm gonna hit you up. I'll just with the bleep loops there on the inner Google. I'll be in touch. I think we were communicating through the Instagrams. So yes. Wednesday pastry day. Nice. Because I don't have to do a show that night. So I can be in baked goods coma.
Oh boy. That sounds like fun.
Guitar Man 45, there he is. Paul Leonard Ewing, just when we thought we were safe. Yeah, because someone wrapped up rehearsal early today. Just saying. Nice.
Are you closer to Toronto? Or
Paul is in Oshawa.
No, I mean you. Are you close to Toronto?
I'm 100 miles east of Toronto.
100 miles. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that.
Just trying to get an idea in case I wander up that way sometime.
I'm right across Lake Ontario from Rochester, New York. Kind of halfway across.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
always wanted to visit Rochester, but hassle. 4 hours, because it's a detour. And the lake in the way.
And the traffic. Yeah.
Janice is in Stamford. That's where it all goes down.
Hi, Janice.
Chris says this is my Friday. I know, because I was looking up the store hours. You're not open the next couple of days. What's up, T. Ricky? So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, ask away in the chat. If you want to direct it at Scotty or myself, you can tag us, question marks at the front, stand out with the super chat. I may or may not spend it on tacos. Nope. Cascade Reverb Fund. That's where the super chats are going.
Yeah. Cascade Reverb Fund. That's a good place. Then it goes to Lawrence down there in Arizona, and yeah.
Exactly. Billy Baloney, our House of Guitars in Rochester is killer. Yep. They used to advertise they had 1,000 guitars in stock.
We used to have that here at a place called Guitars Etc. That's no longer there. They always had 1,000 guitars. That was before.
I don't even. Not only do I not know where that is, I can't even say it. Ticonderoga? Nope.
Yeah, Ticonderoga. Yeah.
What's up, Magic Man? I know Tyandanega because that's right on the other side of town.
What's up, Magic Man?
Nice. And yes, nobody's commented, but Scott might be slightly out of sync along with myself, so deal with it. Think of it as an audio podcast. Just sit back, relax, but not sit back too far that you can't reach the keyboard and chat with us.
Yeah, I kind of have a L budget camera thing going on, so I apologize for that.
We are at the limits of our technology tonight.
Yeah. I'm in America.
What's up, Terry? No. Terry's got mini pizzas from the oven, or a mini pizza.
Ooh, mini pizza.
When did I have pizza? Oh, I had pizza last night. That's what I had.
I had pizza rolls the other day. Those are good. They're terrible.
I had a sale on the old frozen stuffed crust deluxe, and I went, sure, load it up. Why not? I did not feel good this morning. Mojo 67's here. Had to fix a liquid refreshment. Nothing wrong with that. Chris says cold snacks en route. Nice.
So what's your favorite amp, Ben, that's not the Fender? Since nobody's asking questions, I'm gonna.
Well, that's a good question because, normally, obviously, I'm a pedal platform amp kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to favorite amps, I would say it'd be something you would just plug into direct, get the juice out of it, right? Because otherwise, good clean amps aren't sexy. I'm going to say
that's true.
Well, that's reliable. They're great.
That's why I'm surprised you don't have a Garnet or a Trainer.
Well, no.
I had a Garnet. It was a really good pedal amp.
I do have a GBX, which is made in the same city. Solid state, though. Well, that's base set anyways. So it doesn't
I had a tube one.
But the Friedman JJ Jr., there's something special about that little amp.
Man, I would love to have a Friedman. I would just love that. Of course, I would love to have Pete's amp, too. His Sir.
Yeah, that would be 100 or the 15.
Or even the 15. I was going to ask Dave earlier if he thinks it would be possible, because he's going to go the vintage thing. I was wondering if he would make a little 5-watt push-pull amp that uses like 1287s, like a quad of them or something.
Right.
Just to have something less expensive that is still a Friedman. Like I would like one of his amps if it was like $800.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I could shoot for and actually afford. I can't afford a $1,600 amp or a $3,000 amp. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Especially not gigging. If you're not making. BC Rich asked a question.
Yes, I'll ask Scotty a question. I see lots of empty pedal space behind you. Did you sell a lot, or are you planning on buying a lot?
No, I just kind of have the camera tilted so that I'm like not in the corner. But if you want to see the pedals, I can make that happen. Is that a good shot? Does that look all right?
I dig it.
Then you can see the toys. See, because Ben's got all his toys. I suppose I better have my toys there too.
Let's see here. Chris from Coburg says whatever Fast Eddie Clark was using, I would like. I think he was just using a Plexi. Just dying.
Yeah, he used a Plexi, and I think maybe even like a Super Lead. I think he was using, and because Judas Priest was using the Super Leads too.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Laz? Plenty of pedals, indeed, House of Twang.
Yeah, I've got.
I thought I sold a lot more than I did, Scott, because I was looking around. I was like, wow, I seem to be down a lot of pedals. And then I realized I've got a shelf full of them in the boxes because I was being nice and cleaned up.
Yeah, I cleaned up in here today, too. I was like, I haven't seen my desk in weeks. Yeah.
Hey, Six String Brian's here, and John DeShane.
Hey, Shane. So if there's any pedals you want to know about, ask.
Magic Man says, I just picked up a Rocker Verb 50 MK1 or I combo for a steal at $780.
That's
Nice.
not bad.
It sounds fantastic.
Oh.
But I am thinking about a speaker swap. Any experience with a Greenback and Vintage 30 speaker combo? That's a great speaker combo.
I prefer Greenbacks myself. I'm not really a Vintage 30 fan.
I'm not a speaker guy because that's a rabbit hole I refuse to go down, even though JJ keeps telling me to. Because it's
I know some about speakers, so it depends. Like Dave said earlier, it depends on the cabinet. So like, the thing with speakers is you can't just like go down to the store and go, hey, can I throw this speaker in my cabinet and see how it sounds? You know, you kind of gotta.
Yeah.
You just have to listen to a bunch of demos from a bunch of different people that have them in different cabinets, and pick one or two that are kind of in the ballpark of what you want, and then grab them. And if you don't like them, you know, keep the boxes and stuff, because if they're Celestians, you can always flip them because people will pay, you know, for them. So my personal favorite is Creambacks. Those are the ones that I like.
They're nice.
Hey, Terry.
Where did I see here? Scrolling back. Oh, Chris from Coburg says LPD pedal on the way next week. He's got a nice drive A. I guess Lawrence was able to scrape together the parts to build one.
Nice.
Very nice.
Ben,
hey, Mark.
Pedal.
Got Mark Taft in the house. 43 people watching. Please leave a thumbs up if you haven't already. Yes, Terry says, I think we're just carrying the overstock for Flipside. Well, we're helping them out during the move.
Are they moving?
Yes.
Oh, that's
location that's like, I think, a little over twice the size.
Yeah, Dylan told me to contact him too, and I did. And he said they had a whole bunch of broke stuff that needed fixed. And then Ike got back to me and said, oh, well, we'll keep you in mind. We don't really have anything right now. And I'm like, okay.
John DeShane asked, did I go with the ham? I did, in fact. I cooked a baked ham tonight.
Ooh. I had hot dogs.
It was very filling. Ooh, hot dogs are nice, though, too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to have hot dogs.
Sometimes you just got fired up.
I forgot to buy hot dogs last time I was grocery shopping. Dang it.
Yeah, I fired up the old oven, threw some hot dogs in there. Those were good.
Very nice. Very nice.
Billy's got a Creamback in his deluxe. How do you like it, Billy? That's my favorite speaker. I just love that speaker.
Other left. That's just ham and tube for him.
I get kosher dogs. They're beef. I can't have pork, unfortunately. Although we had BLTs. I fell off the wagon and I paid for it. I had leg cramps all night long.
Well, you know, if there's one thing worth it in life, is bacon for that, I guess.
Yeah, it's just like, man, I gotta have it once in a while just to. I know it's the worst thing in the world to eat, but oh, it's so good. Why is everything good so bad for you?
Yep, pork is from God. Yep.
Yeah, it's like I can't have beer either. Like I wish I could. I can't drink. It's like, what am I supposed to do besides drink coffee?
Yeah, that only goes so far.
Yeah, it's like, and I'm ADHD, so coffee doesn't really do anything to me. It just makes me normal, you know. Drink a pot of coffee, go to sleep, okay, you know.
Yeah, that's not an option for me.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mojo67 says I just got a way huge STO and saw on the box owned by Dunlop. Yep.
They're now owned. They're part of Dunlop, and he his name escapes me at the moment, but he's doing a lot of the design work for Dunlop too and MXR.
George Trips,
yeah. And man, that guy, he knows stuff. He
Hey,
knows what he's
sis.
doing. Hi, Amanda.
See, a few people are recommending smoke weed or green snacks or 420.
I wish I could, but the last time I used to do that, I can't put it down. And yeah, I wish I had all my money back and all my gear and yeah, my girlfriend and my car.
Yeah.
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 Some people have an addictive personality. Yeah. That would be me.
Let's see. Les has got a couple new axes too, though probably temporary in a GNL, ASAT, not an ASAP, but an ASAT tribute in a Blues Boy thin line or tribute Blues Boy thin line. Sure.
Oh, you got any lines on new guitars, Ben? I saw you working on the Epi.
It's right there. I was curious to see if my sister would be interested in it. I was going to give her first dibs, but apparently Mayhem's interested in it too.
Ooh.
It still needs some work. I forgot. I was over at Richie's place the other day, and I was going to borrow his fret file, or his crowning file, because there's some high frets, and I forgot that. So,
Oops.
but yeah, we got this here.
Which pickup is in it?
Stock.
Oh, the stock one.
Ceramic.
How'd the finger burning fiasco turn out?
Oh, you know what? I didn't notice it after an hour, right? Because at the one point in the video, you can see I actually burnt my fingertip and thumb right where you'd hold a pick. Didn't notice it until I was trying to eat my pizza last night, and the pizza was still too hot.
Ooh.
And I'm like, why are my finger and thumb just like killing me as I'm trying to eat pizza? I'm like, oh, right, because you burned a layer of skin off, dum-dum. Yeah, I didn't know if you'd be interested in this, Amanda.
You can always do the super glue trick.
I'll bring it by when I bring it by if you want to check it out. Won't be leaving it there because it still needs work, but nuts a little high too still. Go figure, I think.
I still need to buy a crowning file.
Yeah, there's way too much play in that.
I'm hoping to get some work soon so I can like buy some of this stuff that I need. I still need a scope. Like I'm fixing stuff and I don't have a scope. I did buy a little kit from China for a signal generator, and I'm gonna put that together so I at least have a signal generator. It's super cheap. It was only like $20, but man, I need a scope, and the cheapest decent one I can find is like $279. So it's like
that's okay. Still cheaper than I thought it would be.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could find an analog used one, but it's like, man, I just don't want to deal with the analog scope anymore. They go to calibration and they're really hard to get it calibrated again. And I mean, I used to have a Tektronix from the Navy that was like 200 pounds, and that thing was crazy. Yeah, I really want to like work on tube amps again because there's money in that. There's not really a lot of money in fixing pedals as much as I like to do it. But amp
pretty much need to be in a very like a high populated density area.
Well, even that, it's not worth the time. People don't want to pay $40 an hour to have a pedal fixed. You know, but they'll pay for that. They'll pay for that for their amp, no problem.
Yeah, no, like you need to basically be contracted, like, so let's say 3 or 4 stores in a metropolitan area that you're, so, and doing warranty repair work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You got, it would have to be a bulk thing. Sucks on your end, but at least with bulk, you're guaranteed X amount of business, right?
Right. And especially now that the right to repair thing is passed, that's a lot better because now we can start to go to these companies who are starting to do the cell phone thing and proprietary parting everything.
Right.
And now we can start going, hey, you need to stop doing this. Give me schematics, make parts available to me. Because it took me forever just to be able to get parts from Boss. And thankfully, one of the guys that I work for owns a shop and he's a Boss dealer. And he even had to twist their arm. He's like, look, I've been a Boss dealer for 20 years. You know, can I get access to your parts department? And they finally gave in. Because, like, even the jacks that they use and stuff, they're all proprietary. You can't, they only make those for Boss. You can't buy them. So like even fixing a broken jack, which is like the most common thing ever. You know, I love Boston. They say that their stuff is bulletproof, but musicians, you know, they step on cables, they spill beer on things.
Yeah, we're dumb. We're dumb.
Yeah.
Neanderthals. Well, like Lawrence, he told me years ago, my pedals are beer proof. I'm like, excellent.
Excellent. Yeah, that's one of the things that I was planning to do was make my pedals beer proof. You know what's funny is most of the old neutron pedals are.
Thunder Falcon.
Yes, I have a Strobo Stomp. I love it. It is my favorite tuner.
Good. This eat dinner, hang with Scott. Hi, Scott, if he hears me.
Hi.
Kid or kids, depending on who's there.
Oh, Amanda Scott. That's right. Too many Scotts.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so I have a Strobo Stomp. Absolute favorite tuner. Nice. Head on over to over at Adam Reaver's shop. He's got them for sale there. Buy one from him.
Yeah, friend of the channel, Adam over at fu-tone.com.
Yeah, FU Tone. They've got the Strobo Stomp HD, which is the upgraded.
Adam D?
Huh?
Did we say hi to Adam D?
I don't remember. I don't think so. Hi, Adam D.
What's up, Adam D? Just in case.
Chris from Coburg. I don't think we said hi to him either.
Good. It was I can't use strobe tuners myself.
I gotta have one.
They're too accurate.
Oh yeah,
dude, I'm looking at it for days. Like, well, because you know what the key to using one is? You gotta have good tuners too.
Yeah, if you don't have good tuners, forget it. Like, I've worked on plenty of vintage guitars. I know you love your Telly, but those F tuners, man,
I know they're not accurate.
They're not. They're like 8-1 or something. They're hard to deal with, you know. And it depends on the player too.
Are there any mugs left? I think you can get mugs from the Vibraprint site still. I think Subsymmetry. Or maybe, Chris, I could literally grab this mug from the set, right from Studio A, and just bring this to Chris. Could do
Guitars
that.
with Tukes.
I have one upstairs that I use every second day. I don't know. I rotate between this and my Phil McKnight mug, which is basically the same mug, except different.
I want that big mug that, what was it?
Sean had?
Sean had. Oh my God. I was like, where can I buy that? I want that so I can just pour like 2 pots in it and just sit here and drink coffee for all day.
All right. Gauntlet thrown, Chris. There you go. This is Chris's. And there we are. Assuming I remember it.
Okay.
Hey, Craig. Other list says ceramics for pastries. Fair trade.
That's a good deal.
Maybe I'll make a video out of it. What do you say, Chris? Should I make a video out of it? A travel vlog? If we get his okay, we'll go for it. And that could be the Friday video, folks.
Ooh.
Hey, David.
I can't remember if I checked out this week's is it week or month that you do a supporter vid? I don't think I watched this one.
I think I did 2 this month.
You did 2? I need to watch them. I keep forgetting.
I generally do like a kind of a channel update with some sneak peek info, you know, at the first of the month. And then sometimes unboxings usually will appear as a member and patron videos. So folks, if you're not a patron or a member, you miss out. Excuse me. It happens. Sorry. Especially sneak peek stuff. Because like pedals, like maybe they come from Lawrence and they're not available on the market yet. And I'm not allowed to talk about them publicly, but I'll just be like, so this came, and I'm not releasing the video to the public.
This came, it doesn't have a plate on it, so you can't really see what it is, but I got this. Didn't you do that with the Vermin, like way back when?
Did. Vermin still doesn't have the plate on it.
It still doesn't have the plate on it?
Oh, hell no. No, because it's not as douchey if it's got the plate on it. Gotta be that guy. Just a completely blank pedal that sounds awesome.
I'm hiding my tone, dude, so you can't.
Done, Chris. Done. He says, film when you come in the door. We would love the shout out. Perfect. All the better, because then we can all... Yeah, I'll do a whole travel vlog, because God knows I don't get to travel anywhere. So, hey,
I know, man.
Road trip video. Yes.
I can't wait till this crap is over. It's just getting worse again now.
Simon's asking what beer am I sipping on? I'm sucking back on a Bud Light tonight.
Ooh, diet beer.
Rick, I got shit for drinking Bud Light the other night on a show. And I was
Really?
like, I bought a 12-pack when Doug was down. He only drank 2. So
It's just diet beer. That's all it is.
yeah, that's why I got a tall boy, because, a tall boy is like a one regular beer.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know. What is the content on this thing? No, it's only 4.0. Yeah.
I was looking on the Jungle website and I saw something that I was like, well, Ben's birthday is a little far off, so I'm going to tell you about it. They have Elsinore Steins. I could see you having an Elsinore Stein just to have it.
I do have a spot right there.
Yeah.
I swear every time I'm on the Jungle website, it takes a lot of effort not to order a Black Death Malt Liquor t-shirt. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. Mark put up a Tone Talk store. I'm going to get me a Tone Talk shirt.
Nice.
I asked him to get some in 3X because I'm more Dave size, and he laughed at that.
BC Rich asks, Strange Brew Elsinore?
Yes, that is the one. Speaking of the Jungle website, I bought one of those green fuzzes, the Pigtone.
Oh yeah.
Man, what a great octave fuzz. If you need an octave fuzz, man.
Is that the one that's like the Joyo?
It's so much better than Joyo. I have 2 of the Joyos. I modeled one of them.
I had I didn't have the Joyo Voodoo octave. I had a moon one, so I had a skateboarder on it instead of a ram's head or something.
Weird. I don't remember.
I was like, what? Why is there a skateboarder on here? What does skateboarding have to do with fuzz other than Fu Manchu? Maybe that's what.
Well, I mean, this one's got like a spider that's in curlers. I think it's like from some ancient 1940s Warner Brothers cartoon that they took. Sure. It's like, I'm like, oh, okay, what does a spider have to do with an octave fuzz? But really, it's a Fox tone machine, and it sounds I just so
can't get into octave up on stuff.
Really? Oh man, sometimes I want that sound. Yeah, octave down. I mean, I had that Mutron pedal. You saw the video I posted on Facebook of that. Then when I repaired it, oh man, that thing was. There is nothing that beats that. It's the best octave pedal I have ever used, ever. Period. Better than any Boss or any. Yeah, it was just I gotta have one, but they're like $1,500.
Eddie Van Haskell says the 8 legs octave.
Yeah, the 8 legs octave.
Nice, Eddie.
It sounds so good. I was blown away.
Billy Baloney's drinking a 7.5% beer. Nice.
That was the Music Lily stuff that 60 cycle hum was demo. It's the same pedal, but it's the actual brand instead of a rebrand. Yeah, really good. And then I got that Hot Tubes. I posted that up. Mm-hmm. Should I grab it? Should I grab the Tube Screamer?
Why not? Sure.
Why not? Yeah, I can. So I have something to talk about.
Yeah, Mark, just taking a break.
Let me grab them.
What's up, Ron?
Crash.
I just can't do octave up, Magic Man. I don't know. It just sounds. I don't know. Not my cup of tea.
There we go.
Ooh, Symmetry's working on a spicy Caesar. Fuck yeah.
A spicy Caesar?
I haven't
hey, it's Wonder Jams. Hello there, sexy man.
All right, let's see here. Unboxings and derobings are my favorite Ben Coombs vid. Evening to all the bonerettes in attendance at Scott Brockway, you handsome devil. Nice.
I used to be a devil, I'm not anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I got to tell the story of this tube screamer. As you know, I fix pedals. So I go on eBay all the time, and I'm always checking for the parts and repair listings. So I found a listing one day at like 10:30 at night, like right before I was going to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
6 pedals for $120, right?
So
and
already, I'm pretty much sold at this point.
Even I'm already seeing, and I see. Okay, well, there's 3 Behringer pedals, and 2 of them are boxed. One of them's a Digitech PDS 1002, which is the digital delay from 1985 in the box.
Ooh. There's
a tube screamer. I figured it was a newer one. Because it was, a bunch of Behringer pedals. I figured somebody was just selling their stuff that they picked up during the pandemic from Sweetwater or the Jungle website or wherever. 24K gold. Hey, man, I wish we had Star Trek tech so you could just like beam over and like give me a piece of that right now. Yeah. Let's see what else was in there. There was one more pedal. I have to look.
So what you do with that delay?
The delay is still on my bench. I haven't been able to figure out what's wrong with it yet. It's like brand new, like it's never been used. And It has, I can hear the echo, but it's very, very low and it's distorted. And I've like I swapped all the op amps. That wasn't it. I changed some of the transistors and checked them, and that wasn't it. So I ordered some chips, and I just haven't done any swapping. And I'm hoping the RAM's not bad in it because those are kind of getting hard to find. But
well, yes. Before I forget, and since we're chatting, modulation, because you're always like, we got to figure out something we can do trades on and stuff. Choruses, phasers. Let me know.
Let you know.
Because not everybody is into that stuff, but
I mean, I
did get rid of a flanger this week.
I have a tremolo. I have 1 chorus, 1 phaser, 1 flanger, 1 vibe, and I have a DoD performer chorus, but I don't want to get rid of that because it's complete and has the back plate and everything. Oh. Yeah, I haven't really bought any of those, but if I do, I'll let you know.
Because I know you're not afraid of picking up a bulk deal for that reason, right? And the idea is maybe keep one and repair and flip the rest, and then you're into your one for nothing,
right?
Or less than nothing.
So anyway, I bought this lot. And
wait a minute, Chris from Colbert just says, but remember, don't overmodulate.
Yeah,
is there such a thing?
If you turn the mix all the way wet on a chorus pedal and turn the width all the way up, then you're like into puke zone vibrato.
Yeah, too much rate.
Yeah,
never too much depth, but too much rate. Yes.
Yeah.
Ross phaser.
Ross phaser.
I've never owned a Ross pedal. Want to? Snuffy, welcome back, my friend.
I've had a couple of Ross phaser. Most of them are MXR copies. And they were made by Goyatone later on, but they were originally made here.
Yeah, they're kind of like my Memphis pedals.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, a friend of mine just got a Memphis Distortion pedal.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great pedal. Sounds great.
You want mine?
Yeah. Sure. What do you want to trade? Yeah, I absolutely.
Josh Scott won't get back to me, so Scott, you missed out.
He offered a friend of mine money for something, and he's just like, no. You don't get to have all the things, Josh. Okay.
Yeah. And it has been serviced. Sorry, it's already been serviced.
What was changed?
What do you have to do to? I don't know. Ask Lawrence. He had to fix it.
Lawrence. Okay. Well, he's not here.
And it's got mismatched knobs, but that's the way I got it.
Ooh. But I'll think about it.
Yeah, and the guy didn't know what he had, so.
Yeah, the guy it's a distortion, right? How's the paint on it?
Yeah, they all look the same. The whole series, they're all the same color.
I mean, is there like a bunch of chips and rust or anything?
Oh, probably.
Okay.
I'm sure it looks beat up, abused. Let's see. Ooh, the foam's getting a little... She's a little crispy. It's got most of the foam on the back.
Oh, that's cool. Usually they don't.
Yeah. It's got some nicks. It's got mismatched knobs.
That's in pretty good shape.
Oh, and it does have a power port too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it had one, and then Lawrence fixed it and put another one in.
Yeah, that's kind of a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Holes drilled in them. But hey, it sounds good.
If you say so. I don't know. Sounds like a Distortion Plus to me.
It's more of a fuzz. So.
Sounds like a Distortion Plus to me.
Oh, does it? Yeah, they sound a little darker to me.
I thought just thin. Well, that's the thing, because it's only got what? Volume and distortion. There's no tonal. You get what you get. I'm not into two-knob distortion, Scott. Sorry.
It is what it is. Yeah, I know you're not. Yeah. But see, okay, back to my story. So I got the box, and this was in it. And I'm like, huh. I wonder if that's an old one, and I flipped it over.
Oh.
It's an 82.
82. Wait, hey, how? All right, I'm not sure if I need this or not, because I went to smoke something I haven't packed yet. I blame boner jams.
Put the bong down, man. You've had enough, man.
Chris says I need help building a pedal board. Oh, we can talk.
Yeah. Hey, Dwight.
Mickey? Dwight?
But yeah.
I gotta get some more patch cables. Unless some kind viewer wants to send me some patch cables. Because I'll be honest, Scott, that's where I got my last patch cable. Somebody sent me in some patch cables.
Dude, I
really dig the MXR ones, though.
I've got a bucket full of Fender ones. You need some patch cables? I'll throw them in your package.
Okay, do that.
How many you need?
Yeah, because I want to build a whole second board of just overdrives.
How many do you need?
Half dozen.
Yeah, sure. I bought one of those buckets of 40 of them. So, and I'm never going to use them all because when I build my board, I'm going to buy Mogami cable and make my own. So, yeah, they're just kind of sitting around.
There we go.
So, yeah, I was super happy. Like, this alone is worth more than the $120 I spent.
Oh, hell yeah. Now, was it working when you got it or no?
Yeah, it worked perfectly fine. One of the jacks was slightly dirty. That took like 2 seconds to fix.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because I have a jack dildo and I just sprayed some D5 on it and plugged it in and worked.
Some weird jack insert. Dave Riome, Dave's World of Fun Stuff. The ones that he uses on guitar jacks, he gave me one.
Yeah, a little gray job.
Yeah, it's weird. It looks like a piece of dowel, but it's made out of some weird material.
Nylon.
I don't know. It's kind of porous, but
yeah. The ones I have are nylon. I just call them jack dildos because
I still haven't used it just because I know you can only use it so many times, and I don't know where to get them. So he gave me one.
They're called Jack Savers, and they don't make them anymore.
Oh,
so I have 4 of them left. I could give you one, but I need the rest of them.
That's right, Mark. Chris says he needs a tuner. I like the Outlaw tuner. Or, the Outlaw, they do a combination tuner and power supply. It's got, I think, 5 tap outs on it. 5 isolated tap outs.
I'm looking at that new Chalk's power supply that has each output has its own. It can be 9, 12, 15, or 18.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, every single output has a switch on it. That's cool. Dave was talking to Pete about that today. I'm like, that's really cool. I
missed that part. I was probably cooking at the time. I missed that.
Yeah, that was when you were making dinner.
Yeah, because I had it playing, but it's like, you're not always paying attention. What's up, Brad Guitar Miller?
Hey, Brad.
Symmetry uses deoxit and a Q-tip. Sure.
Yeah, that works.
Yep.
I usually try to use something a little bit more abrasive, but not actually abrasive.
I've got a lot of projects to do. I got to replace the jack on that guitar. Brad sent me a replacement one a couple years ago.
I have bags full of those things.
Yeah, well, the one with the screw-in insert, so it's not all hassle.
Oh yeah, the old cup style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sent me one of the cool ones.
Nice. I always like those better than the plastic thing because the plastic always ends up getting brittle and breaks. I don't like them unless
it's like, I don't know, it's like what? It's like a tin can with springs originally, and
that style. Oh yeah, those.
Yeah.
They always
Chris,
end up starting to fall out, and because metal on wood doesn't really work that well.
No.
Yeah, I like the ones with the two screws that go in at an angle.
That's what he's having.
Yeah.
Mojo says, Ben, let your fingers heal before you do any more soldering. That or wear gloves. Could do that. Then, that's not going to work. Somebody mentioned when I used the alligator clip, as a heat sink or something. They're like, oh, you need some forceps. I'm like, yeah, I found my pair the next day.
Yeah. I used to have some. I don't have them anymore.
I was looking for something else entirely. And all of a sudden, open the drawer and, forceps.
Chris, I mentioned the Chooks. CIOKS. That's their newest series ones have that. I've actually been looking into this stuff because I have a Holy board. I bought a Holy board because I like. I don't like.
Apparently, with Symmetry, left the comment.
Velcro. There's nothing I hate more than getting a vintage pedal and it's got Velcro over the bottom of it and that rips the label off. And
I know.
Yeah, it's like you guys know, right? You can cut the Velcro and put it around the label, and it will hold just as well.
Or just put it in just 4 little corners.
Yeah, you don't need much.
I started out by doing the full, then it became strips across the top and bottom, and then it just became replacement feet of Velcro.
Yeah, that's kind of giving me an idea, though, that maybe I should just make pre-cut Velcro for different kinds of pedals. But then, you can always take the bottom plate off of like Boss pedals and flip it over to you, so you're not. That's
you find those round Velcro things at the craft store, with the 2 sides. You're gonna throw away half of them, but you get the round pieces with the hook side.
Well, I mean, I live here in the South, so I can't use the inexpensive Velcro because you'll pick up your board and everything will just go because it's so hot.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got to use the
Guitar Man and Tinkerbell.
Hey, Tink, what's going on?
He says, having a few technical issues, hopefully resolved. How's my brother Scott Brockway and Ben Coombs? Ooh, Scott gets top billing.
Nice. I am excellent, Tink. All right.
Painter's tape on the bottom. Yeah, I've heard that, but then you're at the mercy of the adhesion of the painter's tape.
Yeah, of the tape. There's always something. So I bought a whole board.
And I kept my board up, and the pedals were heavier than the adhesion tape was willing to adhere.
Yep. I bought the Holy board so I can use zip ties, but then I found when I took stuff off the board, if I wasn't careful with the cutters, I would nick the paint on the pedal. So I'm like, man, there has got to be a better solution to this. I am like, I'm going to get on the drawing board one of these days and just find.
People that got the replace. You can take the whole bottom off the pedal and replace it with the one with the extra.
Yeah, but then you lose the bottom of your pedal, or the screws.
That's what recipe card boxes are for.
Yeah, then we're back to the MXR days where you have to take the bottom off and buy the special bottom to have a power jack on it, And who did that? Everybody just drilled the damn hole in it,
Hence my Memphis.
Yeah, exactly. Well, your Memphis has 2 holes drilled in it.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Lawrence insisted on putting a second hole through spite. I can only assume spite.
Well, that other hole isn't original either. Somebody must have.
No. Yeah, but he didn't want to reuse it either.
Well, yeah. How do you mount a thing when the circuit board doesn't have the? Yeah, that's why he did that. I'm sure. I mean, it was already ruined. What else are you gonna do? Yeah. Hot tube story. Do the
Sure.
hot tube
I
story.
was just seeing Brad Miller's mentioned the EHX power supplies, maybe Chalks, and it's cheaper. Sure.
My personal preference is
I
the
buy my
new.
power supplies off the Jungle website for $30.
Yeah. My
They're
new preference
isolated.
is
What the
I want
hell?
the new Voodoo Labs one myself.
Voodoo's nice.
Yeah.
Radio.
Just because I know how good of an engineer he is. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I like things quiet. So because like I have vintage pedals and they can be noisy, and if your power supply is noisy,
And
they get even more
temperamental.
noisy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hot
so
story? Oh, hot tubes. I picked this up off eBay for a song. Like from Florida, and the guy's like, I don't have time to repair this. My, my bad fortune is your good fortune. Make offer, So I got this for $50.
and then you're gonna fix it and send it to me, right?
I already fixed it. It was a cap, an op amp, and a transistor. I fixed it last night.
I should probably have that.
Okay, how many pedals are you going to trade for? It's a 79.
How many LPD pedals are you going to trade for?
No, not LP. I wouldn't make you separate from those. No, this is a great pedal. It's going to be for sale just because I need to make money. But
yeah. Well, I'm just thinking,
yeah,
like it works and it would be a cool set piece.
It is a cool pedal. This thing is so loud. Oh my God, this volume knob never stops. Like, even with the gain all the way down, turning the volume knob all the way, just like halfway, was 3 times as loud as the input signal. And it just keeps going. It's just crazy loud. I have never had a pedal this loud. Like, really.
Hey, pretty much.
So I was really happy to get that. I'm a pedal nerd, can you tell? I'm a nerd.
Well,
I always want to like
here.
hang around with like Brian Wampler or something and just nerd out on pedals for days and days and days.
Mm-hmm. I'm the same way. I dig them. I can talk about them.
I can talk about amps.
It was a joyous experience. On Wednesday, I did 2 things I hadn't done in ages. Which one was one was present Richie with a pedal that he hasn't played anything like it in a long time. So that was really cool just to see him light up. And that's when I brought the Rainbow Machine over to him.
Nice.
And he's literally like, I've been waiting 10 years to try this pedal. He says, I remember exactly when it came out, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah. And the other thing was we actually went out to and ate in a restaurant.
Really?
I haven't eaten in a restaurant in 2 years, 3 years.
Yeah. I don't think I've eaten in a restaurant, for almost probably over 2 years now.
Yeah, I'm not a big restaurant person to begin with. So
yeah.
Well,
I used to take
we'll go to eat. I'm like, fuck, all right.
I usually take my mom out on her birthday, go eat breakfast because that's just been a thing that I've always done. I like taking my mom out to eat. So man, I'm just thinking about that. It was over 2 years ago in October that we last did that.
Hey, Jason, good to see you, my friend. I took that over, the Rainbow Machine, which I made to leave to last because I knew he was going to play with it quite a bit.
What does that do anyway?
Just texted in. He's at the Doobie Brothers show. Had a great show. Nice.
Have fun at the Doobie Brothers. It's in China Grove.
And what else did I take over? Oh, I took over the 4-knob Vermin because I know he's a big Rat guy. He is currently using a Rat as an always-on pedal.
Okay, that works. Does he keep the distortion down and just use it? As a drive pedal? Yeah, I can. We used to do that.
Yep. Hey, I rock the blues.
Back when I played bass, I used a Rat for my distorted bass sound.
I really wanted him to try out a Rat with a bass control, which he dug. I took over the LPD Embers, which he, of course, it's got quite the hot buzz going on. So he's really excited to try that. And he enjoyed that. And then I took over the title chorus, video out on Tuesday. No video on Wednesday this week, folks. Video will be out on Tuesday because
all gear releases on Tuesday, right?
Well, no, apparently he's releasing it Wednesday, which he usually does on Thursday, which really worked out well with my normal schedule. But hey, he's like, hey, can you release the video on Tuesday? I'm like, whatever, boss. Which means I'm making the video tomorrow to edit tomorrow and upload tomorrow.
Tuesday. To watch Tuesday.
Yeah. Hey, Christian. And he was blown. First of all, I don't know if, in case Lawrence is lurking, the fit and finish on this thing, and let's be honest, Richie is a paint inspector by trade. That's his job. So he could not believe how great the finish was on it. The color combination, everything. He was just blown away. Hey, House of Twang, thank you very much.
That's going to be my bane when I start making pedals, because I don't know anything about paint.
Well, just go with the Lawrence route then and just do bare with the faceplate.
I was thinking bare with some kind of decal and then clear coated, like really heavy, triple thick or something.
You can.
I don't know. I used to try and paint stuff and it would always just flake off.
No, you got to go powder coat. You got to powder coat the color of them.
It's just, I don't know how the industrial made pedals, how they paint. They must bake. They must use baked enamel. That's all I can think is they're baking enamel on it, because that's the only way.
Industrial's baked pretty much, unless it's too big to bake, because it just speeds up curing time tremendously. So basically, you want to put everything in a convex oven.
Right. Sorry, I don't know. I don't have the money to be doing stuff like that. So
no, I just rattle can it.
So the chorus, can you, what do the knobs do? There's 4 knobs.
There's 4 knobs. Oh yeah, you missed RJ's show yesterday morning. Well, you're on the West Coast, so that's uber early.
Yeah, he's up at 8 o'clock in the morning there, so it's 6 a.m. here. I ain't getting up for that.
No, 7 a.m. for you.
7? Yeah, it's still too early. I'm
7:15 technically.
Yeah, I'm sleeping. I try to catch it when I'm awake, but because I love RJ, but man, I just can't get up that early.
Yeah, so it's got a tone control.
A tone control. Now that's interesting.
Yep.
On a chorus?
Yep. And a level, which works like a blend. And then a rate and a depth, which may be called speed and depth or something. I don't know. I can't read it from here. It's way the fuck over there.
So is the tone control like a bass control?
No, it's tone control.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And a tube screamer kind of tone control, or a big muff kind of tone control, or
I can't explain it.
I'll have to wait.
Because it also reacts different depending on the rate and the depth. I guess.
Interactive.
I don't know. It does stuff. That's what I'm saying, Scott, is it does stuff, and I'm not just saying that so everybody watches the demo on Tuesday. Right here.
Have a good one, Boner.
See you, Boner Jams. Good night, Rory. I will say, though, you can put the rate all the way down to basically 0, so it turns into a comb filter.
Oh, awesome.
Depending on where you put the depth.
Yeah, I used to do that with my electric mistress. I love that.
Nice, Christopher. He says RJ starts around 7 a.m. for us on the left coast, so my kids are awake, but I'm watching in bed. Nice.
I try to wake up and flip it on, but I just can't.
Realize there has been already photos teased in the wild on this thing, so why don't we actually just take a look at this thing? Oh. And just first of all, the color.
Teal?
I don't. Oh, I can't tell because it's kind of my lighting's colored in here, but it's a little more blue than teal.
A little more blue than teal. Oh, so like a seafoam green almost.
No, definitely bluer than that.
Bluer
so
than
man,
that.
more of a teal. I get. Well, but the 87's a teal. It's darker than the 87.
Okay, so it's darker. Yeah.
Yeah. But
ooh, I love the color of the logo. That's nice.
Yeah, it's sweet. It's sweet and
called the title, huh?
Apparently a little bit heavy. Oh, there's some settings.
I love the knobs. I wonder where you got those.
Yeah. So that I'm not saying that's a setting you'll hear it. Well, you'll hear it in the video because I go through everything. But that's not RJ's setting. Because RJ was playing his yesterday morning. I'm like, wow, that sounds awesome. Send me that. Can you send me a photo of the pedal with that setting? He's like, sure. And that's why it's nice to have friends like RJ. Just saying.
Absolutely.
This guy. It's the color.
Yeah,
yes.
He told me I have a cool name, and I told him I was going to be making pedals, and he's just like, man, send me a message, And I'm like, all right, I will. When I got something to give you, I will. I'm just kind of doing small batch stuff at the moment, so I can't get boxes.
Hey, Mike.
Everybody's sold out. Everybody the guys that make pedals right now, they go around everywhere and buy all the boxes and buy all the knobs.
Don't feel too jealous, Scott. Says, evening, Ben. Scotty, just made it in looking good. I was gifted a 1978 Silverface Twin. Needs a lot of work, but it sounds pretty decent for all original parts.
Nice. 78 Twin. Is that a Super Twin? Is that the 135 watt one with the D120s in it? And you got a spammer.
Yeah. Where's my mods? I'm waiting for my chat to catch up.
Yeah, where's Terry?
See, this way I got to have my chat open during it. Oh, no, it's already taken care of. Thanks, Terry. Go away. We're already doing a webcam show. Yeah. We don't need yours. All right. So, Dan in New Jersey has Ben. LPD is coming out with a fuzz. He's had several fuzzes out. I don't know if he's doing another fuzz. I do know he came into a handful of special parts, so he built a handful of special fuzzes. But you basically had to know him to get one type.
Yeah. Thing. I remember when he was talking about messing around with those in the chat.
I'm not saying that Tom got one.
Tom gets everything. So does Chris.
Chris has stuff I've never heard of.
I know. He showed me some pictures and I'm like, what's that? He showed me his pedal board and it's all LPD except for one pedal.
Well, you mean the fact he sent me a photo of this 3 months ago?
Yeah. But
it didn't look anything like this?
He's got every single Lawrence pedal and then he's got the delay that's what's his name? My brain.
I think he has the same delay as me too. The not the rival, the White Rabbit.
It's the big Moore one.
Oh,
it's a signature pedal for Devin Townsend's signature pedal.
See you, Blackjack Guitar.
See you, Blackjack. Thanks, man.
All good, Terry. You managed to take care of it. You heard mods. Attack! Oh, there we go.
Ooh, crick the back. My arm's getting better. I can raise my arms up. Yay.
Yay.
I can play guitar again.
Been there. Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't know what I did to my arm. It still hurts
exactly
right here.
T. Ricky. He's like, I bet they don't want to talk about pedals. No.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Those guys don't want to talk about pedals. They want to
talk about he's still waiting for his Boner Jams pedal. Aren't we all? It's going to be the heaviest pedal ever. It just automatically detunes you, and it's going to be high gain.
It's so heavy. If you drop it on the floor.
It'll be out Tuesday.
If it's so heavy, if you drop it on the floor, it creates a small black hole.
Well, we have a niche. Ian Nunez.
Niche. Nah.
Only hot pedals and weed. Sure.
Pedals? There's pedals. Ben's got pedals too. I'm pointing at them right now. They're all behind him over his left shoulder.
And there's a bunch over there.
And there's more over there. And I have more in the other room that I use
I
play with.
I don't know. Have I done a demo on the Akai chorus? I forgot I own that.
Is that the big one?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Did I do a demo on that?
I don't remember you doing a demo on that. Those are Biyang pedals. Biyang. You can buy those on Amazon. They designed all of those. They're great.
Tink, thank you. Word my brother Ben for the love of wiggle sticks, rat pedals, PRS, ESP, Schecter, one day in LPD, and for everything you do, fucking Slayer.
Slayer. Yeah. One of my favorite bands.
I don't know how many were in the series, Scott, in these.
8, I think.
Ooh. So I'm a quarter of the way there.
Yeah. And you don't want the fuzz, so you're more than a quarter of the way.
I heard there was a couple lackluster. I've seen there's a compressor and a distortion,
tremolo, chorus, flanger, overdrive, fuzz, and
so they didn't do a delay. So I want to get the flanger.
No, they have a delay.
Oh, they have a delay too. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. So there's at least 2 more in the series I want.
And the overdrive is just a tube screamer. So.
Oh, well, fuck. No need. But
yeah.
Still, it would look cool if I had them all because it would just be a wall of chrome.
Keep that Demon Effects, man. That thing's great. That's a killer tube screamer. And it's quiet.
All right. See you, Terry.
See you, Terry. Have fun.
Does LPD make you Univibe?
Good question.
Has it been announced that there's a Vibe coming out in 2021 for LPD?
Not that I know of.
Maybe.
I
know there's been tinkering with a Vibe circuit because I'm pretty sure that's how this evolved. This was evolved from that. I could be wrong, though. I don't know how it works.
I want a Vibe machine. Vibe machine is on my hit list of pedals.
Hey, Brian from Oregon. He says, you know what the Harley guys say, all that chrome won't get you home. Well, that's true. But if I don't leave home...
Well, you know what they say. You can't play the paint. I always tell guys that.
I'm kind of bored with my flanger on my board. Not in love with my compressor. It does the job.
Which one you got?
Oh, a Keeley.
Really? I like that pedal.
Yeah, it's all right. It's better than other stuff I've had, but
still got the box?
Oh yeah.
That might be something I'm willing to trade.
Yeah, I keep it handy though, just because if I need it for chicken picking.
Ah, yeah, it's
just done.
I like that it gets nice and bright, and it has the mix control. So that's actually.
I think the Cali 76. I think that's the one I want to try. I can't remember. I think it is though. That sounds very familiar.
Cali 76. That sounds familiar. What is that?
Ooh, Laz. He says, how much cabbage would you recommend I send to Lawrence to make the flying pickle flanger? Well, I know, I want to see it happen as much as you do, but a flanger is a unique beast. Although he's got the chorus done. I don't know. I'm still petitioning for a phaser, so I don't know. You know what I would do? I'd just say send him an email, Lawrence, and then insert exact how much cabbage do I need to send you to make the flying pickle flanger? That's what you say. That's what I would do. Appreciate it, Les. I think we're getting on the way to that Cascade reverb. We might be halfway there now.
Nice. Yeah, flanger isn't all that much different than a chorus pedal. So
yeah, flanger, chorus, and then even some of that vibe stuff.
Vibe's more of a phaser.
Or phaser, yeah, okay, vibe and phaser. I don't know what's what, and because I can make a phaser sound like a flanger or a chorus at times, but they're the similar but not the same. I don't know. It's like saying, what's the difference between an overdrive and a distortion? Not much.
Not much, yeah.
Gain.
Yeah, gain and the tone. I guess it depends. There's so much different kinds of distortion and overdrive that.
Hello, animal.
All personal taste. Phasers, though, I'm pretty much. It's either a small stone or a phase 90. That's pretty much all I like. I don't like other, but vibes are another whole, just like overdrives and distortions. I've played around with quite a few original Univibes, and they all sound different.
Chris Baseman wants a pedal that sounds like a harmonica. That'd be cool.
I want one that sounds like a kazoo.
Michael, good to see you, my friend.
I want a kazoo pedal.
I wanted a pedal that make you sound like a fiddle.
That'd be cool. Like
Charles. Cascade, take Ben away. Awesome. What's up, Fruitcake Tony?
I remember that commercial.
For those who don't know, I was on Fruitcake Tony's channel last night on Show Me Your Pick, featuring the one and only band Triumph. That was a lot of fun.
Good old Rick Emmett.
Yeah.
Watched an interview with him. He was very interesting.
Smart man, nice man.
Killer guitar player.
Yep. And he says, you know what? I don't feel like doing rock music anymore. I'm going to play classical.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what Randy Rhoads was going to do too, man. I wish that guy was still alive.
Mm-hmm.
He was my favorite. I wish all kinds of people were still alive. I wish Dimebag was still alive. I wish Hendrix was still alive. Yeah.
Who was I hanging out? Oh, I did a hangout on Nez Says a couple of weeks ago. And our guest was a buddy of Dave's, Anthony Steele. I think I got the name right. And he was living out in LA in the 70s and 80s and gigging. And he was saying how he used to open for Quiet Riot. And Randy would be backstage playing that Les Paul before they would go out on stage. Just noodling away, scale after scale after scale. Even at that time, in the Quiet Riot days.
Yeah, that's what Rudy Sarzo had told me. He says Randy never put his guitar down. They would get to the hotel and he would head up straight to his room and plug his little Zeus practice board in, and he would just play guitar. And they would get back from the show and Randy would start playing guitar and Ozzy would be all drunk going, shut up, I'm trying to sleep. Guy was always playing guitar. I wish I could do that.
Gary was still alive and Joe Strummer. You know who? No, Buddy Holly.
Yeah, Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly was punk rock before there was punk rock. Listen, you listen, you just add gain to it. It's all there. Like Peggy Sue.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, 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 boom. He was Hetfield before Hetfield.
He was an amazing guitar player. He was like one of the first people that I liked. I liked Buddy Holly. When I first got into music when I was a little kid, what I liked was Buddy Holly and Bill Haley. I didn't like Elvis. I liked Bill Haley. It was funny.
Every time I hear Elvis, I think of my dad. He's like, yeah, he was at the right place at the right time.
Right. Yeah. Right. But it's like, man, I love Rock Around the Clock and stuff like that. And that guitar player, I'm like, that's even hard to play now. The solo
Bill Haley's literally that bridge between big band and the Beatles, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, and like the Beatles were more songwriters. They weren't like, amazing technical players. they were just really good at melodies and
Exactly.
songs.
Richie Valens, yeah, true, Mike.
Yeah, Richie Valens was a great guitar player too. He doesn't get enough credit. Those guys didn't live long enough. It was kind of sad, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and Stevie Ray Vaughan too. Just when he got back onto the top of his game after all the crap that he went through.
Oh, exactly.
You know, yanked away. That was. I remember when that happened. That was just awful. You know.
Nice. Zach picked up a harmonica the other day from Ardens. Nice.
Cool. Did you get a Honer or a Lee Oscar? Or...
a Marine Band.
Marine Band. Oh, yeah, Honer.
Nice. And the key of G for the Neil Young. There we go.
Man, we sold more Honer harmonicas than anything, especially the blues. That was just like in every key. We had them in every key.
Hey, Kirk 5150 in the house. Thought I saw him sneak in. Oh, nice. Going to go for about another 20 minutes here, folks. Keep those questions and comments coming on in. It's awesome. Hey, more than welcome, Tony. Anytime. Anytime. That was fun.
I'm trying to think of some other stories. Like
Min Eastert says, I own about 10 Marine Band harps I used to play. Nice.
Nice.
And my sister's back. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Amanda.
Oh, did we just lose Don Everly? That sucks, Ian.
Oh, the Everly Brothers.
My dad was a huge Everly Brothers fan. Bong hits on Sunday. See that? I'm thinking Floopty, and you found me. I think that would be a great album. Bong hits on Sunday.
In the next 10 years, we're going to see a lot of people go.
Oh, yeah.
They were born in the 40s and the 50s.
If not 5.
Yeah, I mean...
Especially because everyone abused their body at least for some period of time.
Well, I mean,
unless you're doing like the regenerative stuff. Like Mick Jagger, I'm pretty sure goes into some kind of regeneration every few years.
Keith Richards did all the drugs and it just worked like embalming fluid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just been on autopilot.
Yeah, it's Ozzy too. He's just pickled. Ozzy is pickled.
Hey, Sam.
That's going to be sad when he goes. There's so many guys. It's like you were talking about Quiet Riot, and it's hard to think that half that band is dead, you know, or 3/4. Oh, well, the original Quiet Riot, you know, Randy is gone, but the Mental Health Quiet Riot, half of them are dead. And Frankie's dead, and Kevin Dubrow is dead, and
yeah, it's just Carlos and Rudy.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
Which I thought Quiet Riot is under some form of name is going to be playing again, like when Rudy's involved.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like, is it Rudy and Carlos?
Frankie had the name, so
yeah.
I don't know what happened, you know, after he passed away. So
yes, that's right, Chris. Charlie Watts is off. He's off the current Stones tour, but they got a great replacement. I can't remember the name.
Ozzy's got Parkinson's now, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was announced like a while ago. It was like, no kidding. I've seen him on video in the last few years.
Yeah, well,
he's always Grassi. He was singing with them, Tony? I think. No, I don't know. How old's Rudy? Rudy is in his 70s.
70s, yeah. He's
but he's still in great shape, great playing shape. So
Rudy always took care of himself.
Oh yeah, big time.
He never really got into the drug thing and the drinking thing. That just
hell, his mom's still alive.
Yeah, they're a really long-lived family.
Yeah,
and he is such a nice guy. He's the nicest person.
Yeah, because I was watching an interview with him, and he was on his way, like, wherever he was going to be playing with, they were picking up playing in Florida. So he flew in a couple days early to hang out with his mom before going on tour because she lives in Florida.
Yeah. If you ever see him somewhere, don't be afraid to approach him.
Yeah.
As long as you're nice, he will be nice back to you. Or if he's not in a hurry, you know.
Yeah, exactly. And even then, he's going to be polite.
Yeah, he's a really sweet person.
Guitar player. Thanks, Tony. What's everyone's favorite guitar neck shape? I don't know.
Soft V.
I do like V-necks. I do like a slim taper on a Gibson. It depends on the guitar because I've never played, say, a V-neck on a Les Paul. So I don't know because I like a variety of guitars.
I like that Fender soft V from the Tellys that had them.
The 57 Tellys.
Yeah, the 57. That's like the favorite neck that I've ever played besides a Dean.
Why would you have to? That was the one that got. Well, it got away because I was smart, but I played one, and it still haunts me 2 years later.
That neck is just so comfy.
Oh yeah, it was because it was like my Martin and my Telly put together in one guitar.
Yeah. Like my Washburn. My Washburn has a V-neck, but it's a little bit more pronounced V.
James, he enjoys the Ibanez Wizard.
I can't play Wizards; they make my hand hurt.
Benjamin Payne.
Too thin.
Yeah, it really hurts my thumb. It's too.
Yeah,
thin.
I get a big old cramp from that. I can't.
Yeah,
I gotta have a little.
I kind of like the Music Man necks, like on the Access that offset.
I like the Steve Morse.
Asymmetrical.
I like the Steve Morse neck.
I want to shout out Sean Zimmerman. Good to see Sean in here.
Yeah, the asymmetrical that's an interesting. I don't know. I don't know if I could get used to it. I know that I like rolled fretboards. I don't like that really.
Fretboards don't mean a lot to me as long as it's pretty much bare wood.
Well, you've got big hands. I've got sausage fingers, so I can't even.
I have very big hands. Well, I have short fingers. I have fairly big hands, but short fingers.
I can't reach the low E string with my pinky. I just can't. Yeah, A string is it. So
my sister has the affinity for the Wolfgang.
I haven't played any new guitars in so long. I don't even know what they have anymore. I remember playing some of the Schecters, and I really liked those. They felt good. And I love the neck on Explorers, the 70s neck.
Doug Santinello. Yes! Man, that's a tough name for this time of night. What do you think of the Dean Cadillac from the 80s? Kansas Rich Williams and Kerry Livgren. Lots of guys played them. Yeah, I always wanted a Dean Cadillac. I thought they were cool as hell.
I always remember the guy from the Cars played those.
Yeah.
I love the necks on those 80s Deans. They're 70s.
It is. I'll pose this question, and it's simple yes or no from the chat. Is the Dean Cadillac the mullet of guitar shapes? Because it is party in the business front, party in the rear, or because you got that Explorer part kicking out, and you got Les Paul classiness.
To me, it's Dean's modern. It's a little goofy looking.
It could be considered the mullet of guitars.
I mean, it's a Les Paul with a prong. I mean, it's a little strange looking.
It's awesome.
Not my taste. I like the ML and the Explorers. The ML is probably my favorite metal guitar shape.
Oh my god, they are not the most comfortable to play though.
Yeah, but I play the guitar with the V in my leg, so I can't play on this leg. My body's too wide.
Standing up, they're not too bad, but
standing up, they're great because they're not neck heavy. It always just sits in the right spot. You don't have to hold the neck up.
I heard something about that. Jason says, what are your thoughts on Daryl's estate suing Dean Guitars? I didn't see exactly what it's about. Like, if I'm assuming they're releasing like MLs with paint jobs like that were used to be signature guitars of his that are no longer signature guitars of his, and that's Dirty Billiards. If they're just simply selling MLs, fine.
They're allowed to sell MLs. I mean, it's their shape.
Yeah, like unless I don't know. Like I'm just thinking, like okay, like an iconic one would have been, let's say, with the lightning bolts, but if that was just a standard ML that had lightning bolts from the factory and he threw the kiss stickers on it, then it's not really a signature. They can still make that one, in my opinion, but they shouldn't be making like a camel one like he had and stuff.
Yeah, or the slime or
yeah,
the
exactly.
Razorback. You know, the deal with that, from what I can understand, is Dean has been kind of slimy lately, and even Zelensky left the company because he literally said, I can't be associated with this company anymore.
Right.
And that was because they were trying to release that Randy Rhoads V that wasn't even his. That was somebody lent him for a reunion show. But there's one picture of him playing it.
Other leftists saying, well, a contract's a contract. When it comes time to renegotiate, then you renegotiate for a higher percentage.
Yeah, there was something about they weren't paying what the estate wants. The previous estate person who was running it made the deal, and it reverted back to what's her face, and she wants more money, or I don't know.
Okay,
I'm going to go.
Benjamin Payne say Rita Haney claiming that the Razorback shapes were sold illegally. Wow.
I'm going to go with what Ola's doing and going to wait and see what's going on, because he didn't say anything either. Because he's like a huge, huge Dime fan. Yeah, there's just, estates. It's like the Jimi Hendrix estate. They do a lot of slimy stuff too. So.
Oh, here's what wasn't when Dime went with Washburn. Weren't they basically just building an ML?
Yeah. Well, and the Razorback. The Razorback was, they did the Razorback. That was their thing. The Razorback was first.
So the question is, do they still make either of those?
No, they're, I don't even, they only have a very small custom shop for actual artists now.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. And
speaking of which, I still want one of those Nuno Tellys. Right. Keep forgetting about they existing in the wild.
N4, a real N4 is really neat, but Nuno's kind of like me. He likes high action, and most people just didn't like him because they have high action and stuff.
Yeah, so you lower it.
Yeah, they're not set up for that. I really like their guitars when Grover Jackson was running the custom shop for a couple of years there. Those were killer. But I don't know. I like my old in the chat. Matsumoto one. That's my favorite. I love it.
Let's see. Benjamin Payne says, I just got a new Washburn Parallax.
Oh, yeah. The Michael Sweet.
Nice.
The Michael Sweet guitars. Those are nice. I would give one of those a shot. But I'm a Striper fan anyway, so I'm a metal guy that likes Striper.
John Shane says, take a pass on the high action thing. I'm like, yeah, why are you working so hard?
Well, I mean,
that's why I don't even use high frets. Why are you working so hard?
Well, with high frets, you just, if you have a light touch, you don't push down all the way to the fretboard anyway. So
I've never been told I have a light touch.
Yeah, you strike me as a heavy touch guy. I barely touch the fret, so I like big frets.
Yeah, that's why I can't play that up phone currently. That's way too high.
My action isn't like super high. I just like it higher than most people.
Hey, Francis, had a pedal room in the house.
I don't like my low E string buzzing. So,
see, Chris, I'm thinking about going up in string gauge to combat that heavy-handedness. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because my hands started feeling better lately, and on some days when I do play. So I'm just getting heavier-handed. I don't know.
Yeah, I like. I'm with John. I like 6100, except on my short scale guitars. After the 12th fret, I want 6105. Just because I have sausage
Billy Maloney says I need high action. I'm ham-fisted. Tom Lynn says I like big frets, and I cannot lie. Sure.
I'll even play a scalloped guitar.
Nope, can't do it. Tried it, couldn't do it.
Yeah, I have really light touch, so even with slightly higher action.
Yeah, all I'm going to be doing, if I'm playing a scallop neck, you're going to be hearing like pedal steel bends, because I'm just going to.
Well, see, that's a technique too, though. You can do that. You can bend chords too. It's if you want to. You could develop that into a technique. I can see where some people find it.
Well, there we go. Funny enough, Mark just mentioned in the chat. He says, question for Scott, what was your opinion on scallop fretboards compared to traditional styles?
I could play one. It's not my preference, but I just like big frets. But I don't have any problems playing them. They just don't seem to... The notes seem brighter to me because there's not as much material there for the vibration to transfer or something. Because I've played... There's the guy that owns the store up the street. He's got a Kramer, and he scalped the fretboard. And it just sounds really bright. You know, Floyd's were already bright, so I don't need any more brightness.
Sure.
So I use one mic pots anyway, so like Eddie Van Halen bright, you know. But then I'm using a Duncan Distortion too, so it's a little bit darker of a pickup.
Yeah, you be you, man. You be you.
I do. I like high gain. I like to push my amps. I like that sound. It's my sound. My hot rails.
Chris scalped upper frets are nice.
Want some JB Juniors?
Put a link to Tesi Switch in the chat. Hey, Basement Guitar Superstar.
I got a couple of JB Juniors. I don't like them. They're not loud enough.
Billy Baloney says scallops are great cooked in garlic butter. Yep.
Oh man, I haven't had seafood in so long.
I had some at the restaurant that I went to the other night.
Oh yeah, what'd you have?
Was not good. The crab cakes look like hockey pucks.
Ooh.
Yep. I didn't think you could get a burnt taste in a coconut shrimp.
Dude, did they even vein the shrimp?
Oh yeah. They're veined, and they're done in coconut flakes that tasted burnt because it was old grease that they cooked it in.
Ah, yuck, man. So it was like going to Sizzler or something.
Oh yeah, it was not so good. The Irish nachos were really good though.
Hey, Laz.
Hey, Guitar Man 45 says, hey Ben, I've been listening in, was working on machines, making sure job goes out for tomorrow. Also do not think be able to hang tomorrow as well, being able to see the point. Don't think it'll be back. Well, you be you, Guitar Man 45. I get it. I know you'll catch the replay. It's all good, my friend. Yeah, after years of working in restaurants with deep fryers, I can tell old shitty grease. And we definitely had older grease than what else we got that was deep fried that looked marginally better.
After filling in at the bar a few times, I know too. It's like, when was the last time you guys changed that? I don't know, last year. Really? They only have it there because they need it to sell. Doesn't get any worse. Yeah, and bless them, they tried to even do a homemade tartar sauce, but it was a good sauce. It wasn't tartar sauce. It was a tasty sauce, not tartar sauce though. But I'm picky about tartar sauce to the point where, like, when I get the fish that I buy, it comes with tartar sauce. I just toss it out. It goes straight in the garbage. I won't even try it. Well, that's because your parents ran a restaurant and you know what good food is.
Exactly. Yeah, and Milt was one of our head cooks. Ironically enough, in the chat, Milt knows how to make great crab cakes. I love crab cakes if they're good.
I'm so leery of getting seafood at restaurants anymore because people these days just don't care about their jobs anymore. It seems like they're just... I don't want to die because I was hungry.
No, you don't do that, Dan. You don't. No, you don't. All of a sudden, you're at a gas station and you decide to try sushi for the first time in your life.
See you, Chris.
No. My sister says, well, Milt can drag his ass up here and make some. Apparently, Milt's coming down at some point. Not too distant future.
Need more ice cream chocolate cake,
Chris.
Amanda.
I will see you Wednesday, Chris.
I'm surprised Tinkerpell hasn't inundated me with questions.
He's behaving, which is odd for him. He's up to something. I know it.
He's up. Maybe. How you feeling there, Tink? Is your body recovered from your accident? You were hurting there for a
Go
while.
for a few more minutes here. Really? Somehow we just lost half an hour. Well, I've been into the playing the saxophone and the cold snacks. That'll do.
And the cold snacks. And I can just talk endlessly if you let me. So
That happens.
yeah.
Oh, apparently you're Scott Brockman. Nice. What's your favorite pedal on the wall behind you?
My favorite pedal on the wall behind me. Oh, that's a good question.
If you say my favorite pedal isn't actually on the wall, it doesn't matter. What's
No,
your favorite pedal on
it's
the wall?
actually, well, the ones I use are in the other room, but like one of my favorite pedals is on the wall, but I can't use it because it's noisy. It's that DOD sustainer, the yellow. That thing has the most amazing distortion sound that I've ever heard, but it's also the biggest noise bucket. So I'm going to try and redesign my own version of it that's not as noisy.
All right, we'll go for a few more minutes, Symmetry. Calm down. He's like, I got pizza to eat and Stella to drink. All right, we'll go a few more minutes. Jesus.
I'm Scott Brockman, attorney at law. No. That's all right, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Nice. Gate it, John DeShane says.
Oh man, it is so noisy you can't gate it. It's just like because it's got a compressor in front of the distortion in it. So yeah.
I think says gas station sushi equals emergency room. I think he's speaking from experience.
Oh dude, gas station sushi. That's meme level stuff there.
The DoD chorus is on my bucket list in New Jersey. DoD pedals in general. I think that's one of those ones. If I come across one, I'm snagging it and I'm not getting rid of it.
Yeah, I've been buying.
Although I have the DoD phaser, which I'm not crazy about. Stereo.
I've got a Flanger 670 in the other room that I've been trying to repair now for weeks, and there's just something weird wrong with it, and I don't know what's wrong with it. It's driving me nuts. I've never had a pedal take that long for me to fix. I got it making chorus sounds now, though. Or
I'm starting to think I may have sold that DoD phaser. So I do not see it around.
What was it, an FX20 or?
Sure. Stereo phaser.
Yeah. I've been trying to collect the older
I'm
DoDs.
sure it'll turn up.
The Performer series. Those are the ones that I like. They run on 18 volts, so they have lots of headroom.
Floopy Doo says still have the Ratty bought in 87. Nice.
Good. I'm glad you're doing better, Tink.
Nice. Oh, 7-Eleven chili dogs.
Oh,
I've had them.
Oh, I've had them too, and oh man, not the regular ones, the ones that have the cheese and jalapeno in them, and then you like put the chili and cheese on top of it.
Yeah, seems like a great idea at the time, especially after a gig,
dude. Especially after a gig, and you've had a few too many after the gig.
Like, screw it, I'll get 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna have. Oh man, oh.
John DeShane asks, have you guys tried that Seymour Duncan phaser? No, but after hearing Pete talk about it today, I really want to try it.
I haven't tried any of the Duncan pedals. I
don't know if I have tried any Duncan pedals or not.
See, I just need to win the lottery, and I'll just start a channel, and then I'll be able to pay someone to do the editing for me because I can't stand doing it. And I will review
exactly
everything
with a bag of Funyuns and a Jolt Cola. Because why not?
Oh man, Joel. Oh, dude, me and my band. Oh man, I would drink like a 2-liter of it before a gig, and just be. I didn't need any happy powder, you know. All the sugar and twice the caffeine. Yeah, that was true. Wasn't that made by the same company that made RC?
I think Kurt 51 says meat out of a pump, the best.
Meat out of a pump, yes. And it came in a bag.
I remember more times than not, we'd gig in Toronto, not find a place to eat when we'd leave. So we'd hit place on the highway, which is 2/3 of the way home. and I go in there, and most of the time the panini press wasn't still working because it was only Tim Hortons open. But for some reason they do grilled cheese. I'm like, how much are your grilled cheese? They're like $5. I'm like, all right, give me 4. Christ, there goes my fucking money I made tonight.
$5 for a grilled cheese, man. We would just hit up back then. They had the 99-cent menu at Jack in the Box. So we'd go to Jack in the Box and get 10 tacos for $5, you know.
Okay, my sister may have sealed it here. She wins the chat tonight. Ben has eaten some sketchy store food. He always ponders its journey with a solemn tone afterward, like grieving the death of his insides. Well, having worked at a variety of gas stations, you have a tendency to eat the menu at one point or another.
AM/PM burgers. Remember those?
Oh, microwavable burgers, microwavable hot dogs.
Oh, man. No, AM/PM burgers, the ones that they had. And it was just like, you didn't even know what the cheese was made out of because it wasn't even American cheese. It was like, what is this? You know? Oh, I remember. Oh, and then they had the condiment thing and the lid was always open on it. And you're like looking at the onions and they're like purple. But they started out life as being white onions, but for some reason they're purple. You know,
Zach says that he's heard that there's an IHOP coming to the area. There used to be an IHOP in the area, and then it went out of business.
Yeah, the new one.
Maybe another one coming back. They're always fun post gig.
A day.
If they're open. But the one around here was never open late.
I can't stand IHOP. Oh, place is nasty.
Seems I always avoided Denny's post gig.
Yeah. Oh, we used to just go to Denny's to drink coffee after the bar closed.
Like the band would recommend, hey, let's go to Denny's. I'm like, screw that. There's 10 Acre Truck Stop, which is right on the edge of town here, which is like mom and pop truck stop food. I'm like, dude, you're gonna get twice the food for half the price, and it's good.
And it's gonna be 10 times better.
Oh, it's so good.
Dude, me and my dad used to go to the truck stop all the time. The truck stop was the best.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you want the trucker special of 4 eggs, sausage, bacon, unlimited toast and coffee, and just like, yes, hash browns, you know,
bottomless coffee cup. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
that was and it was good. Farmer Brothers coffee too. It wasn't that awful stuff that they have at Denny's. That's like, what is this? Oh man, Denny's coffee.
Yeah, John DeShane, nothing like a lumberjack breakfast at 2 a.m. Exactly. Mayhem and I have eaten there. It's not the same now. It's not the same, but we've eaten there.
Oh, they have Sherry's here too, which is pretty bad.
My sister wants a Waffle House. No good can come of a Waffle House after a certain time of night. This whole YouTube channel is devoted to Waffle House. I think Milt and I have eaten at the 10 Acre Truck Stop on occasion too. Haven't we, Milt? Oh, that's a great deal, Chris. Yeah. You can get a breakfast for under $10. I remember Laz and I, we did a breakfast together. That was fun. Oh, Mayhem, you do have a point. You all right?
Yeah, I just swallowed spit down the wrong side. You know.
Well, that happens. Milt says a few times, I believe. Yep.
Oh man,
I can see that.
I remember those after show stops, man.
I still thought it was hilarious. We guys, we stop it because it's the only en route, which is like they got like a Burger King and Tim Hortons sub shop, but nothing's open except for the Tim Hortons at night, which I think is stupid. And we're in there and it's, I don't know, 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, snowing, almost blizzard. So like next to no traffic. So we walk in, it's 5 guys and a couple of girls, looking bedredged. And right in behind us, another band. Clearly, look at it. I just turned around. I took one look at him. Like, so where'd you play tonight? And it was like, we played in Toronto tonight. We're playing Montreal tomorrow night. I'm like, no, carry on. I'm like, how about you guys? I'm like, no, we're headed home. He's like, nice. He's like, yeah, you still got a ways to go, buds. You still got another 4.5 hours on the highway at the best of times and conditions.
Man, I always remember like some of the places we would play. And we always, like the band that I was in at the time, we played a lot of punk rock bars because we were a punk rock band. And we were known, so we would always sell out, and they would run out of beer and stuff. And man, it always used to make me. You ever get treated like total crap by the owner, even though you're making him like thousands and thousands of dollars?
Oh yeah,
and they won't even let you in the green room. It's just like. I remember those times.
Mark was not only my roadie for many gigs, he would also bring fresh baked cookies to the gig.
Oh, we had a rule: we weren't allowed to do anything until after the gig. After the gig, you can do whatever you want. Don't do stuff before the gig or during the gig. Only because we had problems with that in the past. We had a drummer that liked to drink, and yeah.
All right, Mayhem asks, worst road trip van ride. So it has to be a van?
Dude, worst road trip was when my band got to it. We were going to go record at Gumby's house. Gumby was the bass player in the Mentors at the time. We were going to go down there and record a cover of one of their songs for an EP. And we all piled in the van, and we ended up in traffic in Seattle. Stop and go traffic all the way there. And I had to go to the bathroom, like really bad. As soon as we got off the freeway, we stopped at a gas station to go in the gas station. I don't know what, something exploded in there, So there was that. And then we finally get to his house, and the drummer left his cymbals at home.
Oh dear.
And they didn't have any there except for one. They had one ride cymbal. And here we are in Gumby's home studio recording a track, and our drummer's got one cymbal. Oh man, he's like, man, I'm sorry, I can't believe I left my cymbals at home. It's just like,
yeah, I had a bass player that forgot his bass more than once.
Yeah, but that's
I think it was only local shows that he forgot it at, so it was only a town or two over.
It was the drummer's fan.
Like that's the worst. Yeah.
It's like, dude, you put your kid in there before you even came and got us, and you forgot your stuff. See you, Amanda.
Yeah, I don't actually have a terrible van road because I never rode in a van. It was either we had a extended cab pickup or cars, because we had the pickup that would haul a trailer when we were playing out of town. So yeah, it was we were always split into two vehicles. And then usually a car following, because there was always 6 to 8 of us going up, 5-piece band plus infrastructure. So, but I will say there was the one night, and I can end the show on this. We were playing at a place. You'll love this, Scott. The warp mentality of a band. So we had DDs for both vehicles. Right. And it was one of those, you're headlining, you're getting a part of the door, and you show up and there's like 6 people that actually paid.
Oh, man.
Right. So a few more people did trickle in throughout the night, but it's like a gig in an industrial park. But the other bands basically donated the money to us because they were all local and we were out of town. But they had beer in a cooler that they were selling for, I don't know, let's say $2 or $3 a piece.
Man.
So, in beer in the bar is $6 to $8 a piece. So we're like, with our logic, every time I drink a beer, I'm saving $4. So we cleaned them out of beer before the first band was off stage, and there was 4 bands playing. And then they got more beer, which was good. And then they got pizza. And then they decided they were going to send the leftover pizza home with us. And for some reason, all the pizza ended up in one vehicle, and it was not the vehicle I was in. And that was a problem. So we're driving down the 401 highway doing 65, 70 miles an hour. And we did a pizza handoff from one vehicle to another because I needed pizza. And so I rolled down my window. The bass player rolled down his window. And we just drove side by side. And we both reached out and we did a pizza handoff at 65, 70 miles an hour.
Nice.
It was awesome. It was all like kind of crushed and stuff, but I didn't care. It was glorious.
Yeah, you needed food. It's like, I've drank too much. I played a show. I need food now.
I drank a lot. Like I had one. I was pretty much at my limit for being able to play, and they didn't care because they just got a chuckle out of it because the other bands knew what we were doing. Like we're just gonna drink all this beer, and that kind of pays for it in a way. And eventually, I think they were giving us beers and stuff too, and they're just like, "Fuck you, country boys, go hard," because they didn't know where we're from, some small town. It wasn't Toronto. And then we got up and rocked it.
We were a punk rock band, mostly from Whidbey Island, and that's all there is to do there is drink beer. So, get Schmidt face.
The pizza did not blow away, Ron, thankfully. Oh, Floopy-Doo did that with a beer. Symmetry did it with a joint. Nice.
Anybody else remember Schmitty?
So on that note, any parting words, my friend?
Stay awesome.
It's pretty straightforward. Stay awesome. Well, it's definitely been a good time tonight. I always enjoy hanging out with you. And
me too, man.
I'm sure we're going to do it again. Definitely.
Hopefully I'll have some more stories next time.
More stories are nice.
Yeah.
Stories.
I got to do
pedals.
research.
Yeah,
I got to dig in my brain. Oh yeah, remember when I did that? Oh yeah.
It happens. Well, people are enjoying it, so awesome. I want to thank definitely everybody that tuned in tonight. If you haven't already, please give the show a thumbs up. It helps promote it. Algorithms. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure that bell's rung, set to all. If you're watching on a mobile device, also allow notifications on the app. There's no point ringing the bell if you got notifications blocked on the app. I'm just saying that it's multi-level layers even. Who's to say? I'll be back tomorrow night with Tom and Terry doing Canucks with Guitars live Q&A. Imagine that. Tuesday, pedal video. That pedal right there. Wednesday, headed up to see Chris. I don't even think he's here anymore. I think he had to dip out. Tuesday night, NAS Canucks, me and cousin Doug talking NASCAR. Michigan weekend. Great track. Love it. Thursday, Nez says, busy week, it appears. Friday, another video. Sure. That'll be the video about Wednesday. Yep. And then Saturday, day off. Nope. Gonna mod for RJ and Steve from Boston. Yep. Sunday. Oh, back here. What are we doing back here next Sunday? Simon Hosford is coming on next Sunday. So that's going to be fun. We can talk about him out on the road. He's going to remember some stories, Scott. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He told me. He remembers a few of them. So that's going to be awesome. So, good times. Hang on the line, of course, Scott. I want to thank everybody again that tuned in tonight. Shout out to my mod squad. Thanks for modding. And shout out to the channel members and those who contributed tonight. What else? Patrons. Thanks. Other left.
Don't litter.
And well, I was getting to that. Yeah. Hold those doors open. Let that lady, I almost say guy. Screw the guys. Let that lady and Hetty in traffic do good things and good things on do. Why? Because Doug's wife is real. And of course, like Scotty said, don't litter. Just don't. Why? Why would you litter? Get caught littering like by me. Eddie Van Haskell gets to throw rotten produce at you. And do you want that? No, I didn't think so.